Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a photography challenge with the Instax Wide 300. This is a Fujifilm instant camera that uses its Instax wide film, and currently I have a pack of 2 that I got from Walmart. Each pack has about 10 exposures, I believe, and I'll only be shooting one today. But first I'll be going over some of the features of this camera. There is a little flick right here to turn it on, and it is a little bit noisy as the lens comes out of the camera. And there is also this little ring right here which allows you to change the focus range from 0.9 meters to 3 meters, and then 3 meters to infinity. And then if you flick it again, lens goes in and then comes all the way back out again. This camera does also have a little LCD screen in the back letting you know how many exposures you have left, as well as these 2 buttons which will also display something on this little screen. There is a lighten and darken mode. If I press lighten, you can see the little L, and then if I press darken, you'll see the little D. And that's basically exposure compensation for taking photos indoors or at night. And then you can also manually control the flash to have it turned on or turned off, but I'm pretty sure it fires either way. But make sure you set that before you take a photo. There is also a film door back here which opens up, and there is no film in the camera yet. It is like kind of dark and you can see a little bit inside. So I'll be opening up the pack of film. This was stored in the fridge and I just took it out recently. That's usually what I do with film. I store it in the fridge, whether it's 35mm or instant film like Polaroid film or Fujifilm Instax film. So you align the little yellow tab with the little yellow mark like so, and then you close it. And I believe once you take your first photo, it will eject the dark slide. And here it is. So now that the camera's loaded up, I can start the photography challenge, and it is going to be Christmas themed since I'm filming this on December 23rd. And I'm going to be going around my house taking photos of decorations, probably in the front yard as well, and just taking photos of decorations and having a whole Christmas vibe to it. And you guys will be following me, so let's go. Okay, so before the video started, I did do a little bit of location scouting, and this is the first spot I came across. This is just a shelf with Christmas decorations, and for all these photos I want to make sure to use flash because I want to create a disposable camera type look for this. And after I take the photo, I'll be talking about what I think about the results. So first thing I'm going to do is turn on the camera, set my focus range to 0.9 to 3 meters because I am pretty close to my subject, and make sure I have flash on. It says I have 10 exposures left, and I'm going to back up. I might be out of frame, but you'll see the flash go off and I'll show you the scanned results on the screen. Lining it up, and 3, 2, 1. It looks pretty much how I lined it, maybe a little bit more to the right because it is a rangefinder and the viewfinder is shifted to the left. And the whites are definitely a little bit blown out, but I think it has a cool look and it definitely fits the Christmas vibe. Being the first photo, I think this is a decent start. Let's go to the next location. Okay, so moving on to our next spot is this bookshelf with Christmas decorations. There are a few more that this frame does not capture, but thankfully with the Instax wide film, I can take a vertical portrait photo and I'll be able to capture all of it. So actually I think I will be about 10 feet away. I kind of got on the couch and I was a little bit farther than I thought. So I'm gonna change the focus range to 3 meters to infinity. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the results are in and the photo is off level. I think on the right side it looks fine, but on the left I try to do it as straight as I can, but I was shooting handheld and I'm not upset with it because, you know, it's supposed to look kind of like somebody's just walking around taking photos, and that's exactly what I think this looks like. And it did capture a little bit more than what I saw in the viewfinder. I didn't see the fridge on the left side, but that is fine. So let's move on to our next spot. Okay, so the next spot is going to be the top of this cabinet. Here's a statue with Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus, as well as some candles and some candle gift things, as well as a sign. My goal is to try to get this thing right here in the center. 3, 2, 1. From what I can see, composition was a tiny bit off. I wasn't trying to get the side of this thing right here, but it did come out because I am using a rangefinder camera. Overall, I like it. I like how the flower is the center of the photo. You know, it says love at the top, and I think this is a good third photo, personally. Of course, this wouldn't be a Christmas themed video if I didn't include the Christmas tree. So I'm going to be taking one wide photo and then a more close-up of some ornaments. I'll start off with the more close-up one, and the closest I could get to one of the ornaments is about 3 feet, so it is wide like the name implies for the camera. What do I want to get in the focus? Probably this Nintendo controller right here. I don't know if you can see it. 3, 2, 1. Also, I was a little off with the focus, I believe. I think I need to back up just a little bit more. But overall this fits. I will actually try to take another one of some ornaments, and you can also see that the controller is off center because of the rangefinder, which I didn't adjust for once again. So I'm going to try to do it again and not use the flash. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it definitely created a more dramatic look, and I guess I way overcompensated for the rangefinder. I'm gonna cut my losses and not take any more photos of the ornaments because I did not want to waste any more photos. But I will take one more photo of the tree wide with the flash from farther back. I think I like the one before better, even though it is blown out, it still fits the theme. This one just does not, so let's go on to the next photo. 3, 2, 1. This photo came out just how I framed it up, how I pictured it come out, and I like that you can see a few gifts at the bottom, trees very decorated with ornaments, and I like the candles on the left and right side. This is overall just a photo that fits. There isn't really much else to add. I will point out that I like the contrastiness of the film and how it's handling the reds. They do look a little bit orangish, but I think that the greens are less saturated. I think they're more saturated in the last photo. I guess it really depends, but this photo fits. There's not too much to say, and I like it, so let's move on to the next spot. Okay, so next spot on the list has got to be this joy sign with this flower pot on the shelf. I'm going to try to photograph that. I might readjust the flower pot to put in the middle. I'm going to keep my focus at 0.9 to 3 meters away because I don't think I'm far enough, and I want it to be in focus, especially because the joy. So I'm gonna do it vertical or portrait and turn on the flash. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the photo is almost done developing, and I really like the reflection on the right hand side. I think it came out pretty decent. I mean, I tried to center the flower pot in the middle, and the contrastiness of this film makes the joy and everything else kind of stand out from the yellowish light walls. So the next spot is basically going to be right here next to that shelf, which I already got a photo of, but there is a nutcracker here, and that fits the theme, so I gotta get it. And I'm not exactly sure in what angle I want to do it, but I'm gonna search around. So I'm gonna go around this ledge and take a photo of it, probably face on, and I'm gonna be using the 0.9 to 3 meters because I don't think I'm gonna be that far. 3, 2, 1. When I take the photos, it does capture a little bit more than I can see in the viewfinder, and I actually like that it did. It captured the top of the candle, which wasn't in there when I was taking it, as well as more of the decorations on the other shelf. I did try to level out the photo, but once again, it was handheld, and it fits what I'm going for. I like it. I think this is gonna work well with the rest of the photos. Okay, so the last 2 photos are gonna be outside, and I figured I'd take a picture of this Christmas tree because why not? It fits the theme. And I'm gonna get over there and just take a straight up photo of it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use flash or not. I probably will, just because that's how I've been doing all the other photos. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so pretty much nothing special about this photo. I do kind of feel like it's a little bit of a waste, but it does fit. It has a star at the top, and it is a tree, but you can't really see that the lights are on. I think it looks okay. I fine with this being one of the last photos. I'm not even gonna wait for this dog to stop barking. If it barks, it's unfortunately gonna be in the video, but this is the last location. These are some front yard decorations that would look better at night. Unfortunately, I will not be able to film at night because I have work until late. So this photo is gonna be without flash, daylight, Christmas decorations. I think it'll still work. I'm hoping for the best. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the photo is almost finished developing, and from what I can see, the fact that the sun is kind of like the backlight for these, what are they even called? We'll just say decorations. Basically, these are, lights these up, makes them look magical. Snowman is missing his nose. I don't know where that's at. And you can see the ornaments on the Christmas tree. It's definitely like, it's a unique photo. I think this, good way to end it. Good final photo, in my opinion, of just like better than I thought it would come out, so my expectations were low. And I like it. I just wish Frosty had an orange nose. It has not been too long since I took the last photo, but I did give it a little bit of time to let the last photo develop fully. Looking back at them, this is like my first time actually looking at all of them together. They all kind of fit. A little bit rough, but they do work. And I haven't scanned them yet. That's the last thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to throw it in. So when I was talking about the photos, you will have seen the scanned image. Right now, as I'm looking at them with my eyes, the greens definitely popped out a lot more than they were when I was looking at them. This kind of was just a challenge to shoot some instant film. I don't really shoot instant film that often anymore, so it's kind of interesting because I've been shooting a lot more 35mm film, and of course, you know, results vary with film. It's not like digital where you can see exactly what you take while you're taking it. These, you kind of just point, you shoot, you wait for it to develop, and then you can see the results. And that's what I like about these. So it was a little bit challenging for me to kind of get photos that I think would look good when I didn't know exactly how they were gonna come out. My favorite ones are probably between these two. The one of the Christmas tree I just like because colors, Christmas, it's kind of like, it was the goal of the whole challenge. And then just this photo of the decorations outside, because it feels magical in a sense that the way they're glowing in daylight, and you know, it's backlit, so it's very harsh, dramatic lighting in a way, and I'm happy with how they came out. I mean, this was nothing professional. Obviously, it's just for fun to make this video, just to kind of like get out there and take photos. And that's the point of being a photographer as well. It's like you just want to keep taking photos, and even if you take 1,000 and only 1 or 2 of them come out that you like it or you think it's good, you know, that's worth it. But you're not gonna take a perfect photo every time. You're not gonna get to a point where every photo you take is a masterpiece. Like, you look at contact sheets from film photographers or even just digital photographers. They throw all their photos in a Lightroom and they choose like 1% of the photos they took. So not every photo is going to be perfect, and as a photographer, you have to accept that. And that's one of the things that makes it fun, because you keep trying and trying until you get something you like. And personally, from this, I think I got, you know, 1 or 2 photos that I really like. I think this is something that I could scan, put on my Instagram page, put like happy holidays or something. I think I will put these on my Instagram. If you would like to check out my Instagram, the handle is always put at the bottom of the description for every video. But from this experience, I could say take more photos. Whatever kind of camera you have a Instax Mini, or like you know, you have your phone or whatever it is, just take photos, because right now is a good time. It's the holidays, decorations, you know, beautiful lights. I do like the way Instax film looks. It is very sharp and very contrasty, and those are 2 things I like. The film doesn't work for every situation, of course, but for the most part, I think this is a great film, a great camera to use. I made another video talking about the increasing price of Fujifilm cameras. That'll be linked up here if you guys want to go see that discussion. And I talk a little bit about Polaroids and Fujifilm Instax cameras. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more photography challenges, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.